Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Warped, the completely unnecessary Star Trek podcast where we do unasked for audio commentaries of Star Trek episodes. My name is Sean.
My name is Matt.
Oh, shit.
And the chains are already off.
Go, Erin.
I always wait for okay.
Yeah,
Erin.
you're used to being fourth, and you're not fourth this
Oh my
time.
god.
And I'm in win.
We're back.
Yeah.
We unfortunately we don't have producer Jake this week, and which he'll be back. And should we just say that Philippe?
I don't think. I think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna last. Like he won't be able to resist.
Well, for the
He
time
claims-
being,
He claims
is
he
not.
can't do it anymore. I think he's.
He's on sabbatical.
Yeah,
He
let's
may or
call
may
it.
not be back. We all hope he comes back, but
Sabbatical is a nice
there you
way.
go.
A nice way to put it.
But we are here. You got. We're watching some Star Trek: The Next Generation, the penultimate episode of season 1. Season 1, episode 24, Conspiracy. I got 45 minutes and 39 seconds on the clock, and I'm punching the triangle in 3, 2, 1, punch.
Ouch. Guys, why don't you tell the truth about Philippe? Like he called us up. He was super mad. He was like, he renounced everything that he's said and he's ever done with us. And it was really sort of hurtful because I thought I knew him. And I don't know. He said he was going back to God. He wanted to embrace Jesus again. And yeah.
That's all bullshit. He's just he got poached by another Star Trek podcast.
Oh, I forgot to say. I forgot to say. Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, Black Trans Lives Matter, defund the police. All Republicans are fucking assholes.
Vote them all out.
And if you don't like any of those things, please stop listening right now. This show is not for you. Okay. I forgot. I usually get that out of the way right up top.
Thanks.
I'm a little thrown off because you guys have revealed that you did not listen to my show-stopping guest appearance on Weekly Trek this week.
I didn't hear about it till today.
Because you don't follow me on Twitter.
You're not
Or
on
you
the
do.
Twitters.
Technically, you do, but you don't. I think you do follow me on Twitter, but
I
never
do,
look at-
but it kicked me out, and I
you like can't remember your
I
past.
got kicked off Twitter, and it's
What did you say? You got
Yeah.
kicked off Twitter?
That's
I know.
impossible almost to get kicked off
like,
Twitter.
when I fire up Twitter, it gives me this crazy message. It says, "Your account is currently suspended."
That is sort of
damn.
crazy.
For more information, I have to log in, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
That's where I
Worf-
saw.
Worf just said that he doesn't like swimming because it's too much like bathing, which implies that Klingons don't bathe, which
Is that a
implies
thing?
that Worf must smell, right?
Oh,
Klingons must have
Unless-
What do you
Klingons
think
must
of
have
Captain
big-
Picard?
wow! Look those
pajamas?
sheets.
they must have a musky kind of
Not
or
necessarily.
I'll let you know.
What about
I
cats?
got some
Cats don't
jammies
like to
just
be.
like that.
They look super cool.
yeah, those are very like in style right now. That's
Yeah,
sort of
right.
that sort of like onesie with that's shorts.
Yeah, except my
long.
V-neck doesn't plunge down that low, but
Not yet.
not
I
down
see
to
a
my
lot of
hip.
people. I see a lot of people walking around wearing something very similar to that.
Really?
Well, not really, because I don't go outside. But like, I know that
It
is the thing.
seems like it would be like that outside if you went outside, though.
I know that is a thing that people wear. Is my point.
hmm
Similar to that,
Ahead of their time.
like a
It's always-
jumpsuit, but with shorts.
Wait,
Right.
And a deep
Okay.
plunge.
but it's a one piece.
I think so. Yeah.
Looks like
Uh,
one piece to me.
That seems like it would be difficult
To
for
put
the
on.
interludes.
Take off.
It's
Yeah.
a space one piece. It probably comes off like just with a touch.
It's got Velcro on the sides.
Yeah.
You just
I think
rip it off.
Yeah.
romper is the word that I'm looking for. Is that a
Mhm.
romper?
That would, yes, if it's a onesie, that would be called a romper. Yes.
But in England, isn't a romper something else or no?
I don't know. What do you think it
Nobody
is?
knows.
Yeah, that's a good question. I was thinking like a romper room, but
Yeah. I thought a romper was like a
this
sweater
actor
in
is
England.
intense right here. He's given this role his
Romper
all.
shorts.
So this
yeah,
a continuation of an earlier episode.
Hmm. Do you know which one, Sean?
Go on.
Remember the one? Oh,
Was that all you had to say on the subject?
No, I've got more to say. Season 1, episode
I'm
24.
sorry, we're all distracted thinking about rompers right now. I'm posting a picture. Posting a picture to the chat, you guys, of what I imagine a sort of one-piece romper looks like that I think people wear these days.
Yeah. Season 1, episode 24.
I know people do.
Yeah. Original air date, May 7th, 1988.
Poor Sean. Sean's like, can I just get through like the one part of the show?
Sorry, I'm Googling rompers.
I got one goddamn thing on the show, and I'm going to do it, damn it.
Yeah.
Do it,
I've read so many books that take place in England, and I never knew what a romper was. I just envisioned something completely different all these books later. It's really shaking me to the core.
Well, modern day England for sure. Like I think that word obviously means something else.
It was a piece of clothing, but I just pictured it like a sweatshirt. I don't know. Jumper.
Like,
that's different. That's a jumper.
What does romper room mean then?
It's like the bouncy house.
Bunch of children in onesie shorts.
Sean, you didn't do
maybe
the
it's
credits.
just like.
Well, sometimes you just got to give in.
Don't fight it.
So here's a picture of a man in a.
Okay, a jumper is a sweater in England. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly the sort of man that I imagine wearing a romper, like someone from Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah.
Mm.
How do I get in on these pictures that are happening? I don't know.
It's in the
Skype. I do like that pattern, though. That's a super cool pattern.
Open Skype and click on the button that says chat.
Chat. It's like the talk bubble.
Okay, here we go. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Dear God. Oh, no. Now I'm out of Netflix party. This is going. There we go.
Are we okay?
Mm-hmm.
Everything good over there?
It is good. It's just this is not my laptop.
I know, and it's usually you leave the technical aspects of this process.
I worry about everything else, so I don't.
Not only do you not have Philippe with you, Jake's not here, so you have no technical help at all.
Yep.
Oh look. Robert Schinken is in this one again.
Yes, that's right.
The guy who I told you guys became a Pulitzer Prize winning playwright for a series place called The
He was
Cycle.
the sleazy internal affairs guy that was interviewing everybody.
Back. Right.
He's back.
This is a sequel to that episode.
Yes, that's the episode. This is the continuation.
So quick context for you, Erin. The Federation Command thinks that there is some kind of conspiracy within Starfleet, that there are treasonous traitors within Starfleet. And that's why this episode is called Conspiracy. And it's about Picard sort of investigating whether or not that's true and sort of uncovering the mystery of what's been going on at Starfleet Command. And a few weeks ago, we watched an episode where these two kind of internal affairs guys whose job was to investigate misdoings within Starfleet, they came on the ship and were talking to Picard about this very subject. So now we're seeing the second episode sort of follow up to that first episode. That's all you really need to know. Right, Sean? Did I leave anything?
That's correct. You are correct. There's some amazing puppetry work in this episode.
Puppets
later on.
They had Tasha Yar's name in the credits, but she's done.
She stays through to the end of the season.
Yeah, they have to. if you're signed on as a seasoned regular, I think they have to.
It's not until season 2, episode 1, where her name is removed. And who appears in season 2, episode 1, Erin?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Let's do the IMDb game. Erin, what do you think the rating of this episode is?
6.
I think this is a pretty good episode.
Oh.
I bet this episode is like a 8.1.
Woo!
Damn.
And when?
Erin, this episode really pooped the bed for you. Let's go 7.3. I'm going to be moderate.
Matt, you were so close. 8.2.
Oh,
Hey,
Things are
that's
looking up.
that's a win.
yeah.
Yeah, this is
No, this is a good
I think
episode.
that this is considered probably the best episode of this first
Of season 1.
Yes.
or
Sure.
certainly
I
one of
agree.
them. Yeah,
Wow.
I love this
It's
lighting.
got good action. It's
Yeah,
got
this
good, it's not
it has
about
a
them going
cool
to a planet.
story. Yeah, it has a good
It's
story.
it's all about internal Starfleet stuff, which is usually pretty cool.
Okay.
You get to see this guy,
dude.
that guy.
Hmm.
You remember Weird
This
Science?
guy, there's that
Mhm.
guy.
A lot of people in red shirts.
A lot of Starfleet people in this episode.
A lot of randos because they might
But
be
it's
part of
also
Sean, will we be drinking because of the death?
I don't remember if there
Starfleet
is a lot of
officers.
death. There are a lot of death in the end, so there'll be a lot of drinking. So make sure you got plenty.
Did you watch this?
I did about a month ago
Oh,
when we
okay.
were originally going to record.
Okay, it's been a
Yeah.
little while. You don't have to tell the people. Like, this show comes out once a week, whether we
I
do
understand.
It has been a while since
I
we've
know
met.
people think we I think people understand. We
I think it's
speak
clear that we are a little bit in the past as people are listening to this.
They've seen inside our kimono.
Which made me, it was actually, when I was doing that Weekly Trek show a couple days ago on Saturday, because that show has to be
Sure.
timely because
Correct.
it's a news
Yeah.
show, right? So he's talking about whatever is happening in the world of Star Trek this week. So this week he was talking about like the new animated show,
Sure.
Lower Decks, which is the first episode is out today as we are.
Did you watch it?
This. I have not watched it yet. Did you? I was gonna. I don't think you guys have.
Sorry, you cut out.
Yeah.
It's on CBS All Access.
Okay. Is that like Star Trek just lives on CBS now?
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Okay.
Star Trek lives on CBS All Access.
Gotcha.
No, I have not watched it yet. I was going to watch it when we get done recording tonight.
Yeah, me too.
I saw some reaction on Twitter. People seem to really like it and think it's very funny. So that's great.
I'm wondering if I should show the kids.
Yeah, it's an animated half hour, but it's not like the old animated show. It's like it's more like it's a cartoon. It's a comedy. It's a sitcom about what it's like to live on a starship. And
With
it's
these sort of underlings, not the captain or not the,
main characters are like the scrubs who have to do the like grunt work on the ship.
Yeah.
So
they're like
it's not
janitors
about
stuff
the
like
captain and
that.
all the cool guys. It's about the people who sort of live in the background who never get their stories told.
Mhm.
And apparently it's very funny. One of the guys who did Bob's Burgers, I think maybe is involved in it.
great. That's one of my favorite shows.
It's got a solid like
Pedigree.
comedy
Yeah.
animation pedigree.
Okay. That sounds good.
People online seem to really like this first episode that just came out.
So you would say the drawing style is a little more Simpsons than maybe like I don't know, like maybe that Batman animated version, which is
it
more
looks like
stylish.
people. It's more like the kind of Bob's Burgers, Family Guy
Yeah.
kind of like.
It's not the Scooby Doo cutting floor.
Yeah. And it's got a really good voice cast. It's got people who do a lot.
I'm looking forward to hearing how that is.
Yeah, we were talking about covering it, about doing bonus episodes like we did with Picard, where Sean and I would describe the episode to you. I don't know if that's something you have any interest in doing, but It wouldn't take a lot of time because they're only 30 minutes long. But then again, we said that about Picard, and
Right, and we ended up speaking for 3 hours about an hour-long show.
Yeah, we ended up recording 3-hour episodes for a 1-hour television.
Hey, man. Sometimes it's good to talk to your friends about whatever.
There was a lot to talk about, man.
Yeah.
We could do that. You got to come up with a good name for it.
I was thinking Down Below. Because the show is called Lower Decks. It's called Star Trek Lower Decks.
Mm-hmm.
If you can think of it, you can think of something better.
Deck.
Well, that would be more accurate. You're right about that. We are nothing if not the lowest.
I like lowest
of the
deck.
decks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
The
that.
lowest deck.
Yeah, lowest deck. I like it.
It would be something to shoot for.
From the creators of Warped, the lowest.
The lowest deck.
Yeah. Then you
Warp
gotta.
below the belt.
Then I feel like you got to get Philippe on that, but he's on sabbatical right now, and so
Yeah.
Because I don't think any deck can be really the lowest deck without his presence. I just feel wrong about it. I want to respect. what he
Drag
does.
us down. Yeah, metaphorically.
No, in the best way. Like does a whale drag you down? Maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
probably. If you were
Yeah.
stuck to one, you probably would get dragged down by a whale. They spend a lot of their time underwater.
Sure.
So I've heard.
They only come up to the top like once every hour and a half or something.
Wow.
They can hold their breaths for a very long time.
So can men.
I don't think I could. I told you I'm really horrible on the water in boats.
Min's not a water. Min is not
that's
a
true.
water sign.
Mhm.
Like in the world of I don't know, The Last Airbender or whatever. Min would not be a water like bender.
Yeah.
He'd be one of the other ones.
Yeah.
He's an
You'd be an
earthbender.
You'd be an earthbender, Min.
Yeah.
I'd be a Airbnb bender,
You like
Airbnb
props.
bender.
I think
Actually,
I think I would be an airbender because I would like to be able to fly. I think I would choose to be an airbender if I had my choice. What do you guys think
yeah.
about yourselves?
I don't know.
There's only 4 choices, John.
It's just water. Oh yes,
There's fire too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fire and
it's
earth.
the 4 elements. It's
Yeah.
fire,
Got it.
water.
And heart.
I always
Air.
thought I'm an earth element.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're earthy. You like the creatures of the land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm also
I don't think just watch The Last Airbender around here.
maybe. It's
Yeah.
We're
supposed to
watching
be really
it
good.
right now, actually.
Oh, with your kids?
Yeah.
It's really good. They put the whole thing on Netflix.
I know.
I had never seen it. I had never
Yeah,
seen
it
it.
is good.
I just started watching it because Netflix put it on, and it's really good, you guys. Like it's got a great story, and characters are interesting. It's really
Didn't Shyamalan try do a live action version?
He did.
Mhm.
yes, he did. It
But
was
it's not
people didn't
supposed to
like.
be good.
No, I've seen it. I didn't hate it, but I also at the time that I saw it, I
Yeah,
had no
context.
connection to the show at all. So I was watching it just sort of as a movie. And I didn't hate it, but I can understand, as a fan of things in general, I can understand when you're a fan of something and somebody comes along and ruins it in your
Yep.
opinion.
Like when I found out what rompers are.
I was thinking more when they redid Unsolved Mysteries and Robert Stack wasn't involved.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it just ruined it for you.
I think she's still watching it.
Uh,
Well,
Also-
he's passed on, so I can't really
Yeah.
judge him for that.
you feel like I can't really be too.
It's different. It's not as campy, but they put a nod to him in the intro. It's like there's kind of a spooky image of him, and they use the music. So
That's nice.
that part makes me feel good.
What if they recreated him as like CGI and then just kept
Yeah.
him going like a virtual, personality?
Well, first I need to do that with the guy from Forensic Files.
Okay.
Oh, that's who I meant. That's
Peter
the one
Thomas.
that really hurt, right? Was the Forensic Files guy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah, I
that's
miss my narrator, Peter Thomas. The new guy's fine, but he doesn't put me to sleep like Peter Thomas does. It's like my nightly, like... But I start to panic when I'm like, oh, I've seen this one. Like, I don't like it if I know what happens.
And yet you fall asleep before it's over. So you must
so there are several, but then when you start
like,
clicking through,
you
and
never
like,
know
I
what
know
happens.
what happens this one.
Before the end.
It's very specific what I have to line up to go to sleep.
Do you have a
Do you sometimes watch ones you know you've watched that'll help you go to sleep?
Yeah, if I know, it has to be the right blend of terribleness. Can't be somebody under like 18 dying. Not into the serial killer ones.
Yeah, we've talked about how you don't like serial killer stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're more like husband kills wife, wife kills
context, contextual.
Do you have a generally difficult time sleeping?
No, but it's just my special brew that I need to fall asleep.
Popcorn is involved, I'm thinking maybe.
At least an hour before, yeah. I've
been
gotten
eating
into
a
my
lot of
brewer's
popcorn
yeast, not brewer's
too.
yeast, nutritional yeast on my popcorn. That's my new favorite thing.
It's supposed to be good.
It is good.
And what's the flavor like? What's the taste like of nutritional yeast for those people who don't know?
It's a little bit salty. It's a little bit cheesy.
It's umami. It's umami, man.
I love that umami.
No, you don't. You don't love umami. Do you love umami?
I love you, mommy. I think I can enjoy umami, but maybe not too strong. Like, is Vegemite umami?
Yes, Vegemite is salty and umami-ish. Umami just kind of basically means tastes like meat. Like, that's what everybody always uses it to describe. Like
meat?
It has an umami flavor. Yeah, like meat. Like a meaty, dark sort of flavor.
Yeah, interesting.
This is what people mean when they say umami. I've been watching a lot of Food Channel, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I've had food on my mind. I watched a Chopped right before we got on, and it was really good. They were doing all chocolate. Every box had chocolate in it.
Oh, that sounds so good.
I don't know why. I think because it's been so stressful around here the last couple of weeks, but I've been watching a lot of
relaxing,
very kind of soothing, comforting food.
That's good.
Food shows. I've been watching House Hunters. Oh, look, there's a lot of those little squirrels.
Yeah, House Hunters is good. There's one that used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it still is, called Escape to the Country, where it's like people in England want to have their like small town cottage. It's a European show.
I watched a House Hunters yesterday where it was a gay couple who looked like they were maybe 30. I mean, they were young. And they lived in Manhattan in an apartment, but they were looking to buy a weekend home in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, which I don't know East Coast geography, but apparently that's driving distance from New York City.
Okay.
For like a weekend getaway. Like you can go on a Friday. And their budget was $300,000. And they were able to buy. They bought a beautiful like farmhouse for $300,000.
Yeah,
and I was like, you can buy a cardboard box on the street in Los Angeles for $300,000.
It's all about location, man.
But you would think that if it was in driving distance to New York, and there's probably a lot of demand for people from New York wanting to get those kinds of country weekend getaways, you would not think that you could get one that close to New York for $300,000, but they did. And I simultaneously happy for them and wanted to murder them both. Like, I was like, how dare you? You have an apartment in Manhattan and a home in the countryside, and
Yeah.
you're married to each other, and you're 30. I hate everything about you.
They probably take Droxine as well. That's
They
what I'm betting.
probably do. I bet they have side by side his and his bathtub that they sit in
On the porch.
their beautiful Bucks County,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania porch
Holding
and watch
hands.
the sunset. And there's a dog. I mean, my God.
It's like it is like a prescription drug ad. Damn it.
Mhm.
Who do I have to fuck around here to get a nice house in the countryside? A dog,
mm.
a bathtub. I don't
Those
really
three
care
guys.
other
F
person.
and K.
I just
It's
really
just
want
FFF.
the dog.
FFF. Jesus. Wow, Erin, you are really
Hello?
No, that's for
Oh, hear you. Yep.
uh-oh. We're having
Talking.
difficulties.
Everybody's just like, look at that. It's fine.
Wow. Fancy world. That's New San Francisco.
Yes, San Francisco is historically where Starfleet Command and Starfleet Academy are. We've seen San Francisco before
in the movie.
in the movies, and in the first movie they go to Starfleet headquarters, right? And then in the fourth movie they go back in time to San Francisco. San Francisco is basically it's basically the only city that matters in Star Trek. They hardly even talk about anywhere else.
Yeah. No New York, no LA.
Now, is somebody connected? Is this like a homage somehow, or like a
like one
To
of these.
San Francisco.
Why
is
it's in San
someone on the
Francisco?
Star Trek like from San Francisco, or like
I mean, it must be, but it's been true for
from the beginning?
so somebody way back when decided that
Yeah.
San Francisco was going to be the place where Starfleet lived, and it's been true ever since.
Gene probably had a lot of free love up there, and so it just felt like home
I mean,
for
that
him.
could, I'm Gene.
Yes, good
Gene.
timing.
Mhm.
Gene in the 60s was probably
Does
a lot of time.
I
in San-
mean, this is future world.
Mm.
Is San Francisco like the only city left? Like, what's going on in Earth?
No. Earth is like a perfect utopia in the future. Everybody's happy.
In Deep Space Nine, they actually go to New Orleans a few times.
Okay.
That's true. His dad has a restaurant. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Wait,
He's
in
from-
actual New Orleans or in like their holiday?
No, on stage 8 at Paramount.
No,
They made it
man.
look like-
In,
They
No,
made
he
it
goes
look
to actual New Orleans.
Ah.
No, Cisco goes to visit his father in actual world New Orleans.
Interesting.
Somebody is making a brushing sound across the microphone. Just FYI. Don't know who.
It's not intentional. Am I making a sound?
Not
I
right
don't
now.
know who was doing it. I don't hear it anymore either. I heard it too.
I thought it was Min. My guess was that it was Min.
I hope not. I wasn't doing anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Min got his hair cut, you guys.
Oh.
Well, Sean saw it, but Erin hasn't seen it.
How?
It looked good, man. Oh, look, there's a man in the skirt, you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Drink.
Nice gams.
Yeah. He just was like well-rounded all around. All right. That's that bug thing that the actor had earlier. Was that like the same bug from Star Trek Wrath of Khan?
It
No.
looks like it's not, but it looks exactly like it. You're right. It looks a lot like it.
That it was like maybe a cross of that and like a tardigrade or something.
I mean, I think that's where they got the idea. The shape is from it.
I have to refresh my beverage. Will you guys talk amongst yourselves?
Enforce.
We're just
For
gonna
sure.
shut down like last time you left.
That's what we usually do.
I mean, usually you
Matt
guys don't like it when I leave the room.
No,
No, we don't.
No, we have separate.
Here we go.
you can
Fuck,
hear a
Mary,
pin
kill.
drop.
Sure. These guys were
FMK.
all FFF for Aaron, which
Oh,
is
okay.
wild.
Cool.
Yeah, I think you're a little too cooped up, Aaron. When was the last time you got out?
No, the only reason I said that was because Matt was like, "Who do I need to fuck to something something?" And then I was like, and then you said FMK, and I was like FFF, and then now I'm the slutty one.
No shame.
Okay.
No
I
shame.
think
We don't slut
I think
shame
you
here.
marry the Vulcan.
Hmm.
Always
It's
marry
the
the
Vulcan one with the pointy ears.
Yes.
Come on. No, I don't accept that from you. No. That's bait.
I had to look because I didn't even it's so normal now that I was like, wait, there's a Vulcan in there.
You can't tell me after 130 episodes of this that you don't know what a Vulcan looks like.
I do. I just didn't see which one in that group was. I was like, he just looked like a normal dude to me. I just don't trip when I see a Vulcan anymore, you guys.
You marry the Vulcan, you
kill this guy.
No, you fuck that guy, and you kill the young guy.
What?
Yeah.
What? What?
I agree.
How?
That's right.
No.
Why would you? This guy?
No thanks.
Does like you.
I'm gonna kill that guy.
What is going on? Dude, this old man.
Woo! Look at that kick.
Whoa, he's a high kicker.
Gosh. Well, yeah, totally. That wasn't his stunt double. This, is this why you would fuck this guy, Matt? Because he's just like on roids or something?
That's right.
Oh no, he would rip your penis off.
I don't want to see his face near my face.
Yeah. Damn, Riker's
right.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my God, what did he just break?
Where's security? They're taking so long. Wow. That was unfortunate. Guys, I think Matt's gone.
He's like, peace.
Like,
I upset him with my Vulcan talk. No, I just didn't notice him in the mix. Like, he just looked like.
It just looked normal to have a guy with pointy ears.
Used to it now.
Wait, they sent the young kid off so that they could all have a toast together without him?
Yep.
That seems a little. I don't know. Is this just like an old person toast? A boomer toast?
Well, he's sort of below their rank, you know.
Okay. They have a whole Starfleet command poster back there. Is that like listing the command?
I think that's office locations for the various people in the building.
Oh.
I thought they just got it at a poster sale at the bookstore.
I think so.
There's like Bob Marley next to it.
Yeah. And then there's an abstract like paint splotch around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. He really put Riker out.
And he's acting like wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Oh damn.
Now he's oh my God.
Come on.
Tearing shit up.
Come on, Worf. Jesus. What is with the old man here? I think he got his Friday pickup of Viagra or Cialis. Oh my gosh. Come on, Worf.
Yeah.
I mean, Worf is supposed to be, hi, it's me, I'm back.
Hey.
Worf is supposed to be like a real, like, badass. But look how this guy,
look how
that stuntman, who is clearly not the old man in the wide shots. Like, it's so clearly a different person. I forgot that I thought it was the young guy who was the baddie. Or is they both baddies?
They're both baddies.
Oh, damn.
Dr. Crusher.
Dr. Crusher.
hey, Dr. Crusher, even though she has taken the Hippocratic oath to do no harm, is not afraid to fucking phaser a bitch if
That's right.
calls for it.
I liked how Worf used the two-handed punch there. Like he went.
He
back
uses
to
that a
old
lot.
Kirk
That's a very
style.
Kirky move. Like
Mhm.
Kirk used to do that all the time. Worf does it
Well,
a
I'm
lot
pretty-
too. The
Pretty sure
two-handed.
it's standard training at Starfleet, the two-handed punch.
Mm.
Oh, really? Because they all
I think
do it.
so. Yeah, they all do it.
It must be like the most inclusive of punches because you don't see like MMA fighters do that. But I want to feel like a Federation is going to teach like a martial arts that's really, I don't know, welcoming.
What happened to Riker and Jean-Luc over there?
Riker got beat up by the old man.
Yeah, he like
Old
threw
man.
him into a glass table,
Hmm.
a bunch of knickknacks on it.
Picard is down. Oh, got a little.
How? Okay. So
what
here's
Whoa.
the
am I
thing.
seeing right now?
Crusher's whole deal is like, I can't figure out what's going on. I'm
Ew.
gonna have to do a scan. It's like, how bad are your scanners? That your
They
scanner
didn't see that.
doesn't immediately go, hey, there's a big fucking worm in this.
Yeah, it's like a huge
Back.
dog nipple.
Like, not immediately, like sirens should have gone off. Like,
Yeah,
hey, there's
Screaming
worms
should have
in the
blown up.
sky. Like, this is some real Kawato like shit going on right here.
Mm.
Remember Kawato, men?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Quaid, open your mind to me. I love those lights on the wall in that other room. Those are fancy.
yeah, I do kind of like this
Mm-hmm.
section.
May I speak?
I mean, I think those lamps are available at IKEA.
But look at those
Well, I've
chairs.
sworn to never go, so
Oh, to IKEA? Where do you
Have
get
you
your
never
furniture from?
been to IKEA?
huh?
Never been to IKEA?
Oh, I have.
Oh,
That's why I've sworn to never go.
We'll never go back.
tell me your IKEA story. There must be a
Oh,
story.
I went when I was pregnant, and we were like getting some stuff. So like a toddler in the basket, out to like here, pregnant, and we were just trying to get, I don't even know what, but it's just intense, and they weren't set up for like delivery. It was just like arduous and long, and then like I go out to the parking lot, and there's like basically this boyfriend girlfriend like just beating each other up, like, and it was like scary, and I was like, never again. So between the retail experience and the intense,
Traumatic. Yeah, what you're saying is you had a traumatic experience at the.
but generally speaking, I just find it's just like the way they like serpentine you through all the nicky-nacky stuff, and then you like, I don't know, it's too much for me.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I've also
I kind of like it just
given a
because I think
pack
it's
to go to
kind of
bed
fun to
and-
walk around.
what's
but-
that?
All right, go, no, you go.
Oh, I have a similar pact, but it's more, I break it more, is Bed Bath & Beyond. There's too much stuff stacked too high for me.
Containers. It's all about containers.
And then I guess it all goes back to when I had a toddler, and then like I was in the candle aisle, and that didn't go very well. It was just like candles breaking, and like I was like, gotta get out of here.
Also, IKEA sort of like creates a maze inside their store.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Mhm.
intentional, and it's just, I don't know. I just can't handle it.
Yeah, I actually read.
Whoa.
Sick dude.
Oh, it's the grubs.
Oh, are they
So-
all infected?
Erin, what's happened is
Yeah.
the heads of Starfleet, the
Oh.
leaders of Starfleet, have been infected by alien hosts,
Okay. Would it make
which
someone
is
do
the,
gross
which is
stuff?
the conspiracy that
all right. I was gonna
Picard has
say,
been
it seems like
trying to.
conspiracy, you guys.
It
Yeah.
is absolutely a conspiracy, and Picard has sort of figured it out now. But he's been pretending to be one of them. That's how he's
Okay.
managed to
No.
like.
No, they just haven't attacked him yet with it. But
They know that he's not one of them.
yeah,
But Riker
but now
is.
But now Riker's come in,
Riker's
and
one
he's
of
going to
them.
have, yes.
Or he's pretending to be.
He's pretending.
Right.
Come on. We know better.
He's got the little.
I have not seen this in a long time, but I think I remember that Riker is faking it.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Chocolate ball.
Crusher faked that up. That's nonsense. That's made out of white chocolate. Like,
Gross. Even grosser.
Okay.
White chocolate.
sorry, I was just watching a chocolate themed Chopped, so
Yeah.
white chocolate was on the brain.
Yeah. Now you got to watch that Japanese TV show where they make one item out of chocolate, and they have to people have to lick the item that they think is chocolate.
Ew.
What are the other items made out of?
I think they're all normal, but they win if they can find the item. That
I
is
saw
Give me an example.
there's an episode of the Amazing Race where that's a challenge they have to do. It's an entire like storefront of sandals,
Mm-mm.
like flip flops.
hundreds of wooden sandals.
Oh, okay.
And
Like claws.
And one of them is made of chocolate, and you have to bite them to test it out.
It's my worst nightmare.
So they were running around
Like-
biting into wooden shoes,
Yes,
trying
exactly.
to find the one that was made out of chocolate.
That
they could
is
bite.
exactly the premise of the game.
Okay. I like that game. That sounds fun. I mean, hard on the teeth because you're going to be doing a lot of biting into wood.
Oh damn!
Oh, what's Riker going to do? Is he going to eat them grubs?
Do it. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
fuck that.
It's like, oh hell no.
What? But insects are going to be like this century's protein.
Uh-oh, there it goes.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? Who said it? That does look like the SETI Alpha 5
Yeah.
creature.
Yeah.
I think I said that.
Yeah.
Yes. Totally.
Excuse
if
me,
you-
it was me.
Well, if it was you,
Damn, this guy
for the first time in your entire life made an accurate Star Trek reference. So that might be something you want to avoid. Like, I would not encourage that.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Sort of cute, though.
One time I was sleeping and I felt something really meaty like crawling on me, and I pulled it off, and it was basically that. It was those silverfish.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's a big one.
Yikes.
Oh yeah. It's like my massage chair.
You know how they tell you swallow like a spider in your
Yeah.
mouth once in a while when you sleep?
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing I don't enjoy. That's a fact I wish I didn't know.
But if you don't know it, then it's like it didn't even happen.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
I've
Maybe
heard
this
that
is
that's
good
actually
puppets.
more
Better
apocryphal.
Wouldn't it be better not to know that? You can't do anything about it, so it's better not to know it.
Oh hell no.
Oh, look at that. There it is. That's a spider going into your mouth. Later tonight.
Yep.
Later tonight.
I know. I picture like a real like fuzzy one, like the ones that you are like, I gotta get rid of this one.
Mm.
I picture
The ones I
tarantulas.
scoop up and
Guys,
take
picture
outside.
like
Ooh.
giant spiders. So you-
Oof. Oh my god.
Urgh.
This is like Total Recall right now.
that guy has a Pulitzer Prize for playwriting.
Hell yeah, he does.
Riker and Picard are just like, fuck this, you're dead.
Hey!
Oh,
my
nice.
god.
I love the head blow up effect.
Yeah, that
That's a
was
good
good.
effect.
It gets better.
Wow.
For 1988 or whatever, that's pretty good.
Quado!
Ah, go back to Mars.
What the heck? Yeah, keep shooting. Oh my god, that thing is ugly. They did a really good job with that. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That's great.
Wowie.
I think we should all drink for that guy. He was
Now you
Starfleet.
know, Erin, why this episode got an 8.2.
Hell yeah, now I know. When you were describing it, I was like, it's
This is
part
a
2
good
of an investigation. I'm like, oh, I give it a 6.
Well, it was part 2 of an investigation.
Yeah, but
That
like
was
I
all-
didn't think,
It was going to
Didn't
be
think
that
I'll
action
listen.
packed.
Yeah. It sounded more.
It
like-
also ends
investigation.
famously. We're about to end this episode, so I might as well tell you. It famously ends on a cliffhanger. Because at the very end of this episode, Data is telling him right now that before they killed that last guy, he was able to send a signal off into an unexplored area of space. And what the message was a homing beacon inviting these aliens to come back to Earth.
Oh.
So what this episode ends on is setting up a sequel that they never did because they never go back to this story. It ends with this like beeping noise that it's just like, oh, the message is being sent to the aliens, but those aliens have never returned to Star Trek.
They
So
still
it's an unanswered
many years of Star Trek. Yeah, they can get back to it.
I mean, they still could. I mean, they could do it now. They've got a lot of
Yeah.
Star Trek shows right now.
I'll start my fan fiction story tonight.
Yeah, right? I would bet you $100 there are 10 fanfics about what happens at the end of that episode that I can find in a minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you're really putting a lot.
Yep.
On
There's
you.
probably like licensed books about that alien race.
Actually, you're right. There probably are. That's exactly the kind of loose string that they always do those novels about. You're probably
Yeah.
exactly right, Sean.
Anyone else excited about the new Twilight book that dropped this week?
What?
I
There's
can
more
say I
Twilight?
didn't even know that occurred.
Yeah, me neither. I think
Go
you're the
ahead.
only one.
I know what I want to hear what you're going I know what you're going to say, but I want to hear you say it.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I just know there's a new Twilight book out.
Oh.
What else is there
Did
to
you
say?
read all the other ones?
Yes,
Are you going to read the new one?
probably, eventually.
Tell the people what these new books are about.
I have no idea. I just know it's a new Twilight book. That's all I
How
need
do
to
I know this and you don't? She wrote the Twilight books, you guys, right? She wrote 5 of them. Then she decided I don't have enough money. And now she's rewriting the books
Oh,
from the
point of view
the other
our
character. So the original series of books are told from the girl's point of view, right?
Yeah.
From
These are
Kristen
going to
Stewart's
be our
point of view.
pets, right?
Now she's writing them. She's already written a couple. This new one might be the 3rd, or maybe it's the 2nd.
Oh,
But
really?
now she's rewriting and retelling the same exact story,
Just from Edward's point of view.
but she's telling it from Arpatz's point of view instead.
Wow.
Midnight
She
Sun.
decided that the easiest way to make
Yep.
another $1 billion is not to bother with coming up with a new idea, but just tell the same idea again from the other guy's point of view. And I bet it'll work. I bet a lot of people will read those books.
How did she run out of money? I thought she made bank.
She has not run out of money. She just,
Oh.
like all
She's being
capitalists,
Yeah.
like everyone in this disgusting capitalist system we live in.
At last, readers can experience Edward's version, the long-awaited
There's
companion
not
novel.
enough. There's not enough money in the world for this woman who's already has hundreds of millions of dollars, I'm sure. So she just wants more. I guarantee
Well,
that
this might
there's
be
not,
the first one
it's
that
not
from
because,
his.
it's not because she thought I have a really creative like story that I have to get out of my system, you know. It is not coming from an artistic place.
This
It is
might be
coming
the
from
first
a-
one from Edward's point of view, according to this.
I feel like there was maybe one more, but maybe you're
Okay.
right.
It's sold out online.
Oh, wow.
Oh. You know what? I take it back. It was the 50 Shades lady.
Yeah.
did the thing.
Yeah.
She
That's like
I was getting
fiction.
those two mixed up.
Okay,
The
yeah,
50
because this one I
Shades
think is
lady.
the first, because this says the long-awaited companion novel. I knew she was working on it, but I think this is the first one to come out by
Okay.
by Stephanie
So the
Meyer.
50
I know what you mean. It's hard to divorce from the fan fiction 50 Shades of Grey series as
The
well,
50 Shades and the Twilight,
which makes
woman
Twilight seem
are-
like Shakespeare.
the Twilights and the 50 Shades lady are in some kind of weird symbiotic relationship where it's unclear which one is the
The start.
remora eel and which one is the whale. You know,
Yeah.
like who's feeding on who exactly?
Yeah.
Because 50 Shades starts as Twilight fanfic.
Yep.
And then she changes all the names and it becomes its own
She
thing.
did like a replace all thing.
Yeah, she did a control F,
And she replaced like vampire with like
right?
inner goddess.
Entrepreneur. Yeah, like it was just,
I had to throw it down eventually. I was like, I can't read this anymore. But
I
I
never
like
actually
first
read
one.
any of the 50
the first one was fun. Well, we need Fat Money or
Fat
whoever.
Money. Yeah.
But the
Break it
50
down for us.
Shades, the 50 Shades lady did exactly what we're just talking about. She rewrote the 50 Shades books, but told them from the guy's point of view.
And now Stephanie Meyer's
And
like,
now
I'll just
the
do it.
Twilight lady is like, that's
Hell
a really
yeah.
good
That's
idea.
fucking genius.
You stole your idea from me, so I'm gonna steal my idea.
Your idea.
you. And that's
Well, it dropped this week, and maybe I'll have to get it and start reading.
it's going to be another
Fortune,
$1 billion into the bank account of the woman who wrote Twilight.
Erin, you
Good timing.
liked Twilight, but you didn't like 50 Shades?
I liked 50 Shades for like a hot second, and then I was like, I can't read this anymore. It's not as well written.
Okay.
None of them are well written.
But there's something more
And I say that as
like,
someone who
readable
read-
about Twilight.
I read all the Twilight books.
Yes.
They're
I mean, I almost threw down the last one. It gets a little weird.
I mean, it gets
the
insane.
baby,
And-
Renesmee, and yeah.
It gets completely insane.
And I watched all the movies.
I don't think I've seen all the movies, but I definitely read all the books.
Mm.
There's something very compelling about the story.
Yeah.
So you read it for the plot.
It's a page turner. Yeah.
Read it because you want to know what happens. They are not well written. Like nobody's going to be like, wow, she's a real
But
prose.
they're exceedingly better written than 50 Shades of Grey.
I've never read any of those, so I can't, but I believe you. I mean, I believe
I've got it somewhere
It's
on
a
a Kindle.
copy of a copy of a copy, right? 50 Shades is a copy of Twilight. Twilight is a copy of True Blood. True Blood is a copy of, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my
Buffy
god.
the Vampire Slayer is a copy of Dracula. There's only so many iterations of this as an idea that continue to work, and they just kind of get worse as you sort of roll down the hill. And 50 Shades seems like real trash to me, but but also I don't
Well,
care.
and the movie makes
trash,
the book
like-
seem really good.
if people like it, they like it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not like
I don't-
above it.
I don't begrudge people who like 50 Shades. I don't think it's nice to be snobby about stuff.
We all love trash.
Yeah, of
We
course.
just have our own versions of what.
Everyone has their
Yeah.
trash that they love. I've been showing the boys Boy Meets World, and that's my trash.
You yeah. we just confirmed that you're listening to the Zach
to the future.
future Saved by the Bell podcast. So
He asked me to watch the episode beforehand, so I did. I hadn't watched Saved by the Bell in a long time, but I watched the first episode they're going to talk about on the podcast.
he asked you. He called you up and said,
Yes,
"Sean,
personally.
will you please
That's right.
watch the episode before you?"
Yep.
Uh-huh.
You know it.
I don't even watch these episodes of the show we're doing.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's rich and famous and we're not. Have you ever thought about that?
That's the dreamy eyes.
You have dreamy eyes, Sean. Your eyes, your eyes are perfectly dreamy.
Do you guys have something to work out here?
I think everybody, men, your eyes are dreamy.
Oh.
Erin, your eyes are dreamy.
Maybe it's your eyes that are the dreamiest. Matt, if you see all our eyes being dreamy.
Well, my eyes are the dreamiest, but you all have dreamy eyes as well.
Yeah.
My eyes are clearly the dreamiest. I mean, we don't even have to talk about that.
It's like you got one up here and number 2 is way down here.
Yeah. He just puts Vaseline on his eyes so everybody looks dreamy.
I mean, my eyes
rose-colored
are
Vaseline.
sky.
That's how they did it
The
the
rest
old
of
way.
you know, you have nice eyes.
I concur.
Well, that was the show we watched.
Yep.
That was a good one, though, right? Like,
it was.
Yeah, it was. Even I could tell it was better than average.
I'm surprised they didn't do that one as the.
I am too. I'm really surprised.
Final episode.
I'm really surprised Deep Space Nine didn't do it because they say at the end of this episode they're sending the signal out into like deep unexplored space. Well, what show is all about deep unexplored space? Like Deep Space Nine would have been the perfect show for them to like do a callback episode to that. And, you know, they just never did for whatever reason, but they could have.
I read that they came up with this whole concept when they were going to do Borg. They were going to introduce the Borg at the end of the season, but there was a writer's strike. And so then they went with this instead to end the season.
Well, the sort of fan theory about this is that the signal that the aliens are sending out is actually to the Borg.
I figured.
And that's what
I figured nerds had retconned that.
There's been a real retcon about the whole thing.
Let's put a tag on it, Matt.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much for listening to Warped, the completely unnecessary Star Trek podcast. You can rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. We're on all the usual suspects. You can follow the show on Instagram at Warped the Podcast, on Twitter at Warped Trek. You can follow me at Host Warped. You can follow Min to learn about Dungeons and Dragons and Call of Cthulhu podcasts at Host Warped. You can go to Instagram.com/inner. What is it? Lunar
flare.
It's been too long.
Sorry, I haven't done this in a while.
Yeah. You're doing good.
Lunar flare, lunar_flare.com for merch. Our Down to Ponfar t-shirt, our Gorn 2020 shirt, which is that available now? I think I'm gonna buy a Gorn 2020 t-shirt.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
The superior choice.
Or you can go to patreon.com/warped, become a Patreon, get access to additional content and bonus episodes. Sean, back to you.
Thank you, Matt. We appreciate everyone for listening, and my name is Sean.
My name is Matt.
Do it.
Erin.